Yo, what's up, Denver, the last dinosaur? In today's video, we'll be reviewing Magic Square's Sludge, aka Rhedosaurus, or something like that. And per their Dinobots, it's another incredible figure. That nice polished plastic, that incredible engineering, very intuitive, yet at the same time challenging. And minus their Grimlock, I really feel like their Dinobots have been something quite incredible. And this video is brought to you by our new sponsor, actually, KowKistToy.com, KOWKISTOY.com. You can watch the video and see how you can save yourself 6% on your next purchase, okay? All right, cool, and enjoy the show. Thank you. Yo, what's up, true believers and Justin Biebers and Hudson Fevers? Hudson Hawk? I don't know, man. Hey, in front of us, this is what's important, actually. It's Sludge, and he is called Jungle Warrior Rhedosaurus. And this is from Newage, Legendary Heroes, Dino Forces. And yes, it is a brilliant take on the G1 Dinobots. And everything that they've put out so far, well, minus Grimlock, from the Dino line has been pretty cool, has been pretty good. I love their box art. I love their overall production value. And yeah, minus their Grimlock, everything so far in this Dino line has been a grand slam. And oh, while I started taking this guy out of the box, I kind of busted it up, by the way. I was going to say this video is actually brought to you by a new sponsor, KowKistToy.com, KOWKISTOY.com. You can see the URL in the top left-hand corner and also a rebate code that you can use in the top right corner. And later in the video, I'll actually show you how to use that code. But for now, let's just kind of take a look at this guy. I've done a quick transformation for him, and he's great. He is great. The engineering is fun. It's very intuitive, challenging where it needs to be, but not challenging where it's not. But one thing I was going to say is this is extremely disappointing right over here. You can see that there's an empty cavity for the sword, right? No sword, wah, 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 just like a lot of their guys. And then the swords end up being packaged with, give me one second, let me put this aside. Yeah, but like I was saying, the sword ends up being packaged with the toy versions of that, and I don't know, man. I wish they didn't do that. I really don't like that particular sales tactic. I mean, Hasbro kind of did it with their own Dinobots, and I was mega salty about that, but anyway. So, this is him, and he looks phenomenal. I know most people like Grimlock as their favorite Dinobot, but I don't know, man. There's something about Sludge that's always been appealing to me. Not just his character in the cartoon, but also just the toy as well. And this is just done so beautifully well. I don't know what type of mechanism they have on the neck, but like it is like this soft kind of ball joint thing. And the way they've kind of sculpted it, they've made it so that you don't see any like breaks. You know what I mean? They're trying to make it look like as smooth as possible, and I think they did a great job. The jaw opens up, and that's cool. And he has a little bit that you can add. I think you can add the flamethrower bit in there. He has red eyes as well. I'm not going to actually do it, but if you pop it out, you can actually spin this thing on a swivel, and you can give him red eyes. And so whether you like blue or red is completely up to you, but I'm so happy that they included something like that. The tail, this is similar to some of the other Dinobots that we've seen, primarily Slag, I believe. Maybe Grimlox is like this too, but I love the indentation. I mean, yes, it breaks up the sculpt, but at the same time, this is supposed to be like a mechanical, organic being, so to speak, and so I kind of expect stuff like this, and man, look at the undercarriage. Look how clean this is, right? It's so good. If I were to point out something that I don't like about this, he maybe just a tad wide, but that I don't really care about. This is a bit of an eyesore. This kind of red cube, just kind of like sticking out. Again, not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, if I were to nitpick and if you were to ask me something that I don't like about this, it's probably going to be this bit. But otherwise, it's really nice. And you can put the googly eyes on him. You can splay his legs out, so you can do the plow, you know, the classic pose from the movie and stuff. And so that's all nice and fun. The googly eyes, though, are kind of interesting in that they fit on him like a hairband, kind of like you lift this up and you slide it in. And but yeah, no, it looks fine. It looks fine. Articulation wise, I mean, it's pretty basic, but I don't know. I think it's good enough. You get back, forward, side, and a little bit of a bend where the kind of like knee is supposed to be. Part of it by way of transformation joint, but he's really fun. He's really fun, and I enjoyed the transformation immensely. Yeah. And so, yeah, maybe you'll like it too. Maybe you won't, but stick around and find out. And so let's start moving into that right now, huh? Really quick, I just want to show you guys how to use the promotional code on kowkistoy.com. So first, navigate to their site, kowkistoy.com. Next, select the item of your choosing. Here, I've selected slag, and then after you go to the checkout screen, I want you to go to that corner and enter botbender-Kowkis. And once you click enter, you're going to see that you're going to get 6% off of your total purchase, okay? Pretty easy. Check them out. Thank you so much, okay? Let's get on with the transformation. All right, that was a word from our sponsor, but now let's get on with the transformation. I've gone through it once. I think it's extremely fun and challenging, but I still need the instructions kind of back there just in case. But yeah, let's go through this. And yeah, without further ado, let's start. And so we're going to start by peeling his toes back. And the toes actually tab in to the top of the wing bits over here. So I think that's really nice. Sorry, let me just get the focus again. Okay, great. And then what you're going to do is see how you can push them in. Yeah, you can just kind of push them down, and those are going to become the toes of Sludge. Yeah, did I tell you guys that I like Sludge a lot? I think I did. But yeah, so let's see. On the next part, it says we're going to open up the legs. And then we're going to hide the toes. And there is a warning back there about potentially paint scrape and stuff like that. It's written in Chinese. I can't read it, but I had my wife read it. And so, yeah, it checks out. So you bend up the toes, and then you bend that in there, and then it can close up. And so this bit, this little hinge spinny thingy is going to fit right between the toes. And it's just so exquisite in terms of like how they utilize space and how their minds work in terms of like putting together this like engineering. I just really, really, really adore their engineers. I've heard that, and I could be wrong, and I'm going to start just folding up this guy's toes over here too. I could be wrong, but one of my favorite designers, but, huh? Can you guys give me 1 second? Well, that's really weird, dude. I'm at the office right now by myself, and dude, there's this weird scratching noise in the wall in the conference room behind me, but there's no one here right now. That's odd. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, like I was talking about, one of my favorite designers, or toy designers, Jizai Toys, is a Japanese cat. He works with them from what I understand, and some of his designs are present there, and I can get behind that, dude. I can get behind that a lot because, like I said, I'm a big fan of that dude and what he does. And so, okay, so now we have the legs over here, and yeah, they're just saying be careful about this frictioning up against the leg, and yeah, it's a very, very tight space, but I mean, it's so nicely done. I know I'm totally glazing them, totally glossing glazing, but I love Newage. I really, really do. I was going to say a spudger is probably going to be handy for this as well. And so, yeah, case in point, I got one right over here. And we'll just kind of start separating that. Dude, I just love how clean this is. Don't get me wrong, Magic Square stuff is good too, but they usually don't treat the bottom, and it's just this like hollow gaping cavity, and yeah, I'm not really with that. So let's open up more of this. Cool. Man, I do so much stuff with spudgers. I actually bought a set. So my buddy CC hooked me up with one. I destroyed it, so I bought a few more. But I've been like manhandling and destroying these things too, and I guess that's why my fingernails like want to fly off all the time. But yeah, the legs, dude. I think the legs are a thing of beauty. I just really like how they did their dinosaur legs. It's just really fun. And dude, look at this packed inside here. You know, usually the way Sludge has been transformed is that these front legs turned into his arms, and either the fists were folded up over here or they were hidden inside here or something. But no, Newage has done something different where they've actually hidden the robot arms inside this this kind of empty cavity, and it's just so cool, dude. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. Okay, so from this part, there's a lot of hinge action going on over here, but in order to spin this, you got to make sure that you bend it on that joint right there. And once you do that, is that right? Because once you do that, you should be able to spin this leg around, actually. And give me 1 second. I just got to make sure that it's the right one. Just give me 1 moment, okay? Oh yeah, there was one bit that I forgot actually. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this reversed to the other side, and so the tail needs to go into that cavity. And see this? when you bring this open, you see that square bit over here, how it tabs in here? That's actually a locking mechanism. And so what you want to do is, yeah, that's what I had gotten wrong earlier. We want to bring this in, and when we're bending this down, we're not just bending it on this joint, you're bending it on that inner one so as to like unlock it. And same thing for this over here. You know what, maybe I need to spin that tail to get it to sit in here. We go there, and then we unlock that entire bit, right? You see it, right? These little square bits. And now that will allow us to spin this whole thing around. And then, you know, that gosh, you know, that square bit that we just opened up, that's going to sit inside the knee cavity. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's so nice. It's so nice. And then from here, we're going to open these bits up. And a lot of their dinosaurs use similar leg transformations. This is going to come out. And while this comes out, this, you see that double hinge over here, right? It's going to sit in kind of by itself. It almost does it magically. And then we just kind of bring that down. And then you can start closing these bits up again around the leg. And there's a tab for everything. And so everything is going to find its place and plug in very securely. And what did I do wrong here? Oh, yeah, forgot to bring down this bit. I wonder if I can do it without untabbing this. Now, whatever. So we bring that down, and then we close that up. We bring this down. And then this bit is supposed to like close up over it, but perhaps I have done something wrong. One moment. Oh, I see what happened. It got loose from the recess. And so what you want to see how you see there's two tab slots over here, right? One over here and then one over here. There's one over here and there's another one over here. And so when this bit actually gets recessed, it's going to tab into a separate set of tabs and slots. Yeah, so that's what the issue was just a second ago. Cool. Cool? No. Not cool. Okay, cool. And now this should be able to... Darg! Dude, what am I doing wrong? It worked so well earlier. Oh, maybe... Okay, this bit has to be inside there. Okay, so I messed up a couple of things, but still. Anyway, so yeah, one can gripe that this looks a little bit messy, and I get it. I think that's kind of fair because Magic Squares is like completely flat. But nonetheless, I still prefer the Newage transformation, and that's really fun. It may not have looked fun on camera, but I assure you it was fun for me. And then let me just make sure we're doing this right. We got this open. We're gonna spin that. There we go. We're gonna put that back. Then we're gonna open these bits up. We're going to bring this thing out. We're going to allow the leg to recess inside, and then we will close the channel once again. As you can see, it's it's recessed. Oh, got to bring this down, and then got to bring this up and fold it in. There we go. But that part doesn't need to be closed up yet because I forgot to put in the tail. Nice. Nice. So just a few order of operation things that I didn't quite observe. But that's typical per this channel, right? All right, cool. So now we have the legs, the regs, the regulars. And that's really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Puzzling, but challenging, but at the same time, intuitive enough for me to follow along. And then, dude, to top it off, this fool got these little, I don't know what you call them, like locking mechanisms, I suppose. And I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to release it. Oh, but I guess I just did right there. And so you can press down on the little edge, bring that up. And so it's the little things, you know what I mean? It's really just the little things that they thought of. And I've said it before, like New Age engineering to me, I call it thoughtful engineering, meaning like they thought about you. It was considerate. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to split this up, and there's this kind of, what is this called? Rhombus? No. This tab. That's like, I can't, for some reason, I can't think of the name, dude. I'm horrible at geometry. Dude, considering I'm Asian, like, dude, there's a stereotype that, like, you know, I'm supposed to be good at math. Dude, I'm horrible at math. I can do some calculations pretty decently. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know, when I'm getting, like, change at the supermarket or something, I'll give them exact change so I can get it back. And you'll see the cashier kind of puzzled, like, why did you do that? Other than that, like, dude, I'm really bad at math. Okay. I know there's an order of operations with the arms in terms of the way it bends and hides. And you can see that empty cavity over there, again, will sit. Hey, wait a minute. What did I do wrong? It's not sitting in that cavity whereas it should. Oh, okay. I just need to press it just a little bit more. And I think that goes over there. And dude, I'm having an old man moment, dude. I totally forgot. I was like, why was I talking about math? OMM, dude. It's an old man moment. Huh? Okay. And so this part, let's see. Well, the wings I know are on double hinges, and that's really cool. I know the arm also does that, and that's gonna connect right over there. That's cool, and that swings up, but I might be doing something out of the order of operation, but we'll find out in a second. Let me just look at the legs over here. I think I got the legs right. Okay, so the head is going to pop out, right? And what has to happen here? Because those little holes, this and that, need to plug in here, and we need to get the head out. There we go. We got the head through that crack. And then the dino head we can situate kind of later. But yeah, this is going to close in on this bit. I actually think that this is one of the most difficult areas of the toy. The connection is very, very solid, and almost busted a nail while I was messing with this. And like there aren't like a ton of good places where I can exert force. Okay, we got it. And there is a tiny stress mark. I can see it forming there because that connection is just oh so tight. And yeah, dude, look at that, dude. Nearly seamless in terms of how that's coming together. The fists were in there fine. Like I didn't have to swap them out or anything, you know. I'm not sure if it works with his vanity fists that I totally forgot to mention. I realized about the accessories, but whatever, dude. I think you saw enough of the photos at the beginning to know which ones he came with and which ones that he didn't. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I totally forgot to take out the wings. Now I gotta undo this stuff. So it pays to follow the instructions. Okay, hold on for a second. All right. Yeah, I totally forgot to rock them out. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Then we get the legs to go back there. And then we get the shoulders to clip on again. Great posability, by the way. I mean, then this will close up on that. And great. And then you can just, the dino head, you can, I don't know, you can have it however you want, but I chose to do that. And then the wings, I'm having such difficulty with the wings. Cool. You can just have him like that. And there, my friends, is Mr. Sludge. Let me give him his blaster really quick and clean him up, and yeah, we'll just talk about him, right? You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm still thinking about why I made that remark about Asians in math earlier. I was like, there's probably some random tangent involved. But anyway, here we have Sludgeosaurus holding his iconic blaster. It would have been so nice to have that sword in hand, but is what it is. I absolutely love the head sculpt. Big, blocky, wide. Perfect place for a little Autobot symbol right over here. I don't think this thing opens up. I mean, it doesn't really need to. I do like the legs, even though some people kind of complain about this. I don't know, man. I like this guy a lot. Minus their Grimlock, I feel like this is probably like the best Legends Dinobot set out there. Again, not really sure what happened with Grimlock. The wings are done nicely. There's a lot of like hinges and like pivots and stuff like that, but I think it looks best when it's kind of in that position. This cleans up real nice. The dino face is over here, just kind of resting against his butts. And then, yeah, the back of this is clean. Undercarriage, like this is all clean. And it's on that nice polished plastic, you know. As you saw earlier, he got the bend. He got the Tanaka-san bend. He has the full Zangief. He has the full Monty, the full Van Damme, and can kick back and forward. And he has a little back plate over here so that he can do that, because the Magic Square ones, they just gave up on doing backwards donkey kicks. Like, they don't seem to care anymore. But that's fine. That's fine. But it's such a good toy, dude. And again, that's why it just makes me doubly upset that their Grimlock is so garbage. Just my personal take. Your take will vary. The other bits that he comes with is that he comes with these leg coverings for Grimlock, because I know some folks complained about it, and apparently because of that they came out with these later. He has these vanity hands over there. He got the googly eyes, and he has replaceable toes in case you wanted the gold look. And this one came off the tree. I'm not going to install them though. Yeah. But yeah, that's that. That's that. But this is him, man. I've also done the review of the Magic Square Sludge, and I think this guy beats it hands down. Like I wish I had him in front of me to do a proper comparison and stuff, but I don't remember being so impressed with that toy as I am with this one. So pleased. I hope Newage actually does a Grimlock 2.0. I would love to see that. And did you guys notice that Mang Motion put out a video showcasing Snarl, and they have like a foot mode, and it's utilizing the Kang Toys Predaking foot. And when they did Slag, they showed it off with Kang Toys' fist as well. And I don't know what they're doing with the whole like teasing of the combiner. I don't know if it really combines, or if they're just kind of messing with us. But anyway, if it did, that would be magical, because I don't see any type of combining mechanisms on these guys. But yeah, in terms of final thoughts, what I have to give this guy out of a 10, I think he's like a 9, dude. He's really solid. There aren't too many places where I'm like, yeah, they could have done that better. Solid 9 from me. If you're into this stuff and you got some change, yeah, pick it up. Yeah, and check them out. Check out the new sponsor, KowKissToy.com, KOWKISTOY.com. And yeah, thank you so much, Kalkiss. Thank you so much, viewers. I will talk to y'all very soon, okay? Bye.